We are pleased as always to be bringing you coverage of the National Football League on EA Sports. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Jacksonville Jaguars and the Indianapolis Colts. Two of the bigger disappointments in the first quarter of the season doing battle here as we get this one underway. And now the Jags defense deciding to call a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter.
Let's go now. 70 Timberwolves. Kill.
They'll run. This is Jonathan Taylor. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. Even with the good gain, I thought they might accept that one.
Yeah, you thought maybe they'd go with the downs as opposed to the yardage. So if you're taking the yardage now, 2nd and less than 5, that tells me you feel good about how your offense is working.
Second and 2 now. The penalty leaves them in pretty good shape. From the gun, it's Taylor. And not the start he was hoping for there as he'll maybe get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. Calling no gain that time as it's going to leave him with a 3rd and about 3 to go.
3rd down and 4.
Mike's 50.
Operating from the gun, Jones forced out to his left. And incomplete. He had nowhere to throw, so he just tossed it away. But that brings up 4th. So the defense able to get off the field here on 3rd down.
And it's one of the goals of the game. They've got to be effective on passing downs. It's one of the few things defenses chart. How did we do on 3rd down? That's a nice start for them in this one.
And this will be out of bounds, and they spot it at the 15-yard line. Not too bad.
They're on 15-yard line.
Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10. And a nice gain there as he'll be taken down just shy of the 20. There to stop him was Darius Leonard.
Well, on every play call, you realize it's not going to go for a touchdown. So a lot of your calls are setting things up for maybe later in the game, trying to establish the inside run with toughness now. Hopefully get to the perimeter later, and let's face it, you could do worse than a 4-yard run on 1st down.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6.
Let's go, defense.
They'll look to throw here. Looking left side, Andrews with it complete. No gain that time on the completion, and it'll be 3rd down.
They've got good playmakers on the offensive side of the ball. I don't know what happened last week to really hurt their performance and hold down their production, but I would dare say that this week in practice, there's a lot of talk about how they're going to increase their proficiency.
Yeah, it was a good start getting the playmakers involved. You mentioned that to me pregame. That's what they did there.
Yeah, I think a lot of people think the coaching staff really gets on them, and that's how they motivate them. Most of these guys are self-motivated. They have a lot of pride in their performance.
Now a first carry here for Robinson. And he's able to pick up the first before he's taken down at the 27. 8 yards on the pickup there, and it moves the sticks.
An 8-yard pickup. 1st down, Jaguars.
Gets some space here. And all the way down to the 29. It's a big play for the Jaguars. 44 yards. Well, welcome to the party. First carry of the game. How about that?
And just think, as far as he's concerned, he's just getting warmed up.
They'll look to throw now on first down. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. And this one's going to go the wrong way. Losing yardage back at the 42.
A big loss on.
You know what the key to a good screen pass is, don't you?
But you're going to tell me good blocking?
Well, good blocking eventually. But first it's good acting. You want to let the defenders go past you, leak out to whichever side or even in the middle where you want to set up the screen, and then you do your blocking. How about the read, though, by the defensive guys? They weren't fooled at all and actually ran with the lineman to where the play was and smothered it for a loss of yardage.
The pass.
And the timing a bit off that time as that one falls to the ground.
It's third down.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. Going to give this time to the tailback. And he's going to get it down to the 33-yard line here. 9 yards on the carry, but it's going to lead to a fourth down.
That was a good run, probably right on the edge of breaking into something really big. So the defensive guys right now are talking about, okay, what can we do to slow him down before he truly gets started?
So on fourth down, Jags kicker Josh Lambo comes on. From the left hash, it's an even 50-yard attempt. And this one is right down Broadway. And the Jaguars grab a 3-0 lead. They were probably hoping to get him a little bit closer for a shorter field goal, but he was able to get it done from deep.
Nice little tester for him to begin things, huh? I think he was hoping for a little bit more of a chip shot. Instead, they made him stretch it out a little bit, but he's got to feel great now that he put it through the pipes.
And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
At their own 22-yard line.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And the last drive, their first drive, 3 and out. What changes here, if anything?
I think it's making sure the guys that you trust the most with the ball, the biggest playmakers you have, that they touch it on this possession to try and get things moving.
Get it to the horses.
Without a doubt. They're the ones that typically end up in the end zone.
At the 30-yard line.
From the 30 on second down, Jones. That's complete to Jack Doyle, the tight end. It's a first down on a gain of 10.
Nice job there of utilizing his big target. He didn't overthink it. Understands the catch radius, understands that he knows how to use his body to keep defenders away from the ball, and puts it right out there for the nice pickup.
And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another first down.
First down. First and 10 at the 47-yard line.
Throwing, Jones. That's complete to John Ross. And he is out of bounds inside the 35. Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another first.
First and 10.
But one of the ways that quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field. And here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
Clock running here. Under a minute to go now in the first quarter of a 3-0 game.
Check flag 33. Check flag 33.
Here's Jones on 1st and 10. And the Jags get to him as down he goes. Well, they're in some hot water now after that sack. It's 2nd and 21. A few issues here on the offensive line. Apparently, he got sacked 5 times. Oh, the pressure too great, and he goes down once more.
That's how we do it, baby.
A loss of 9 on the play. Brings up 3rd down.
Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after 1st and 2nd down. Went backwards. It's 3rd and very long. 3-0 after 1 on EA Sports. Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after 1st and 2nd down. Went backwards. It's 3rd and very long. From the gun, Jones. Oh, he's going to let this go for the end zone. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by Sidney Jones. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. What a start defensively. Your offense goes out, gets the touchdown, and then you get the interception. Just perfect.
How about the discipline that they showed on defense? Because after the offense scored to go up 7-zip, you would think they might be a little extra aggressive trying to get back at them. Instead, they read their keys well. When they took the shot downfield, they were more than prepared for that one. So much for the best laid plans and best designed plays. That was good coverage along the sidelines. No place for that one to get in there. It sails incomplete.
After the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 20. Now a handoff looking right. And he will lose yardage on the play. Back at his own 19-yard line. It'll go as a loss of a yard, so now they deal with 3rd and 11.
A yard on the play. And it's 3rd down.
The Colts going to use the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this 2nd quarter. On 3rd down, Robinson got some room at the 30, and he'll take this all the way up to the 38-yard line. A big one there for the Jags. 18 yards, 1st down. Well, after an interception, last thing you want to do is go 3 and out, give the ball right back. They avoided that.
Yeah, you definitely do not want to do that. I remember in college I played with a really big-time player on defense. We ended up getting an interception as we passed the offense coming out. He told him, if you don't take care of this football, you have to answer to me later. You definitely want to take care of it, pick up 1st downs.
And this winds up a pickup of 2, maybe 2.5 to about the 39.
The 39-yard line.
And this is why aggressive defensive coordinators love to blitz. It wreaks havoc because they end up taking their attention to the blitzers, freed up the D lineman to make the play.
Now this one over the middle into the hands of his tight end, complete. And they'll get him to the ground. He has another 1st down at the Colts' 45-yard line.
Well, that was a fun one to watch right there. A nice in-breaking route and plenty of room in the middle of the field. And he was able to get behind the linebackers and grab the completion for a really good pickup.
Out to his left. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Ben Banagoo. Credit him with a sack, and it goes as a loss of 6. Well, they go play fake. The problem is nobody was faked out.
And when no one's faked out, what's the end result? Quarterback gets hit.
Work to be done here on 2nd and 16 after the sack. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. And his throw here's incomplete.
I didn't like the look of that play right from the beginning. I thought he should have seen the coverage that was there, tried to force it in. That one, he's fortunate, just fell incomplete.
The Jaguars on 3rd down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 16. Now a handoff here to his running back. And he gets this only to the 44-yard line. Not near enough to keep the drive alive. It's a 6-yard gain, and it leaves them looking at a 4th down.
Brings up 4th down.
The offense staying out there. They look prepared to go here on 4th and 10. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. Looking left side, and it's complete. He'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. So not only do they convert on 4th, but they pick up 22 yards in the process. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
The tackle made by Malik Hooker. A 6-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 4 at the Colts 17-yard line.
Here's a look for the end zone, but that one's going to wind up incomplete.
Just looking at it from a defensive perspective, when you break the huddle in the red zone, tight end is one of the guys you've got to key on because quarterbacks want the ball in their hands fast in this position, and they want to get it to someone. And in this case, he had the play. They just didn't complete it.
The Jaguars on 3rd down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 4. And he'll give it here to his running back. And boy, he is very close to a 1st down, but from where they're spotting that football, he's going to be a foot or so short. Call it a 4-yard pickup, but it leaves him a few inches short here on 4th down. A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL.
The best multitasker in the business, the coach.
It's 1st and goal after they rip off a solid chunk of yardage in the ground game on a risky 4th down call.
4-yard line.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he will push his way forward down to about the 3-yard line. Only a yard on the pickup there. 2nd and goal. Looking at this now, you got a couple more cracks here. This close, sneak it.
I don't think even go into a huddle. Just line up, snap it, and fall in behind those guys into the end zone.
So the ball position now at the 3. Here's 2nd and goal. And they will score. It's a Jacksonville touchdown.
Josh Lambo.
From 3 yards out. And the Jaguars had 6 to their lead. So the touchdown there, and that play, the tap pass, so simple, Charles, on the face of it, but what makes it so difficult for defenses to stop?
I think it's the precision and the quickness in which the play occurs because the snap gets to the quarterback. He's essentially playing volleyball with it, just immediately just shoveling it forward. And when that receiver is at a full head of steam, if you don't take the edge away, he's got a chance to get to the corner and get upfield. But if you take the edge away, that's your chance to disrupt that play.
And no disruption there, that's for sure, as it winds up 6 points. The Indy offense at the line and set to go. And they're in an early hole. The first drive, they threw the interception. That led to a touchdown. So decent-sized deficit early on.
It is, but I think you hit the key words, early on. So they have to decide, do we even need to change game plan? Or do we just need to execute better and try and get back in this game?
And they'll take him down at the 31-yard line.
That's a gain of 5.
Well, the strategy was evident there. Get it to your tight end and make it a one-on-one play with a cornerback. Who's usually going to win that one?
The tight end, but not there.
Not in this situation. How about the corner defeating that logic and making a really nice tackle?
Now the Jags will use the second of their timeouts as they get it right at the 30-second mark of this first half. They had the catch on second down, but it didn't help at all, and now they're looking at third down here. Operating from the gun, Jones. And he's got him in, Corey Davis. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. It's an 11-yard pickup. Thought they'd run it on 3rd and 1. Not the case.
At the 42-yard line.
Now Jones on first down. Flush to his right. And nearly picked off there. Almost intercepted. Instead, second down.
Doyle.
They certainly did a nice job improvising there, extending the play, hoping someone would come open downfield, but they never did.
Ball on the 42 as they come up 2nd and 10. Throwing again, Jones. They'll set up the screen to Taylor. And he'll get it into enemy territory just across midfield at the 49.
Complete.
Now the Colts going to burn the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 13 seconds to play in half number 1. Came up a little short on the last pass play. They did get 9 yards out of it, leaving him with his 3rd and 1. The Jaguars now will use the last of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 13 seconds to play in half number 1. They had the catch on second down, but it didn't help at all, and now they're looking at third down here. Now Jones. The open man is Shark. It's complete. And he is out of bounds inside the 35. A little surprise pays off on 3rd and 1. Pass instead of run. Gets him 15 yards. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. They give to Taylor out of the gun. And he'll go down at the 28. And we're going to get a timeout with 2 seconds remaining in the second quarter. So with 2 ticks left here in the half, on is the field goal unit. Spotted at the left hash, this from 45. And this will split the uprights. It's right down the middle. So we have reached halftime with a touchdown. That's the difference on the scoreboard. As we send you down to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. Coach.
Rodrigo Blankenship.
The Jaguars in possession of the lead, and they will get the football as we are underway in the second half. That'll be taken about a yard deep. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line.
At their own 30-yard line.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. Their defense has done the job. Now it's the offense's turn as they've got it 1st and 10. They'll start the third quarter here on the ground. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage.
Brought down right.
DeForest Buckner in on the tackle.
No gain on the play. 2nd and 10 at the 30-yard line.
Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. Now he's going to throw deep back over the middle. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Malik Hooker. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. That is just what this defense was hoping for, an interception on the opening possession of this third quarter.
Obviously didn't want to surrender a touchdown and fall even farther behind. And we've gotten to know this team a little bit, haven't we? Couldn't you just see their defensive leaders telling the offensive guys, telling the quarterback, don't worry, we got you to start things off. You take it from there.
A carry by Taylor to start the drive. And he'll push forward for about 4 up to the 23.
I feel like I could see what he was thinking on that carry. Wanted to follow that big tackle through the hole. Ended up only getting 4 yards on the carry. I think he had designs on that one being bigger.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. They run once more with Taylor. And he'll get this way down into Jacksonville territory. A huge play that time for the Colts. 64 yards.
At the 13-yard line.
A real field flipper there as all of a sudden they've got a first down in the red zone. 1st and 10, Taylor now. A nice display of powerful running, but it takes him only to the 7. He's dropped there. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
6. Brings up 2nd and 4.
Taylor. And he will fight his way into the end zone for a touchdown. Jonathan Taylor, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Colts are an extra point away from tying up this football game. And he'll put it through, and that evens us up at 10 apiece.
That ties the game at 10. Rodrigo.
So all square here in this third quarter as the kick's away. That'll be taken about a yard deep. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And their lead has evaporated in this third quarter. It's tied once more as they begin with a 1st and 10. And he stopped immediately there. No gain on the play there, 2nd down. And as a defensive end, getting off the ball quickly, swarming to the football, making a tackle, that's what we saw right there.
Yeah, and that's what their job is. And really, a lot of the time, they have to throttle back a little bit in the run game because you know those defensive ends, they're like in a sprinter stance. They're just headed straight for the quarterback. That was good recognition on that play to hold him to no gain.
And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27. 2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it. 3rd down. Finding his safety valve here. That's complete. And they're going to mark him down short, maybe by about a yard, if that. He felt the pressure coming there. That was a good job of just making something out of nothing, so to speak.
Yeah, took the hit and still made the play. You know, when we talk about runners, all right, and on running plays, runs after contact, we call that getting dirty yards, tough, gritty ones. To me, that's like the version of a dirty pass. He knows he's going to get smacked, yet still delivers the football and picks up good yardage.
Only 2 punts for him last week in the loss as he gets this one away. Ross on the return. And that's a 48-yard punt with a coverage holding him to 3 on the return. And the Colts will go on offense here, 1st and 10. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. The last possession, these guys were able to tie the game with a touchdown, and now they'll have a chance to move out in front.
Yeah, let's give a big assist to the defense who got the ball back. The special teams went out there, handled things. They've got it. They've got momentum. I know they're eager to get out there and put it on display.
Now a deep ball going to be caught here near midfield. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. A very solid gain of 27.
First and 10 at the 48-yard line.
So one play, and they're already just shy of midfield. They run with Taylor. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere.
Darren Lee.
Officially no gain on the play, and it's second down.
Second and 10 at their 49-yard line.
Well, the second down throw on target. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Jaguars' 37. That one for Indianapolis, resulting in 15 yards and a fresh set of downs.
37-yard line.
So in Jacksonville territory now. Here's a first and 10 at the 37-yard line. Looking to throw. Jones. There goes a deep ball. End zone. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's second down.
Well, I think that was good strategy there, trying to go right back to him after the last completion. But this time, the defense was all over him, and they got there to break that one up.
Third quarter, all tied up. This is second and 10. The give to Taylor, fighting his way down to about the 35-yard line. They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up.
Well done to sniff that out defensively. He had it diagnosed pretty quickly.
I love that description because diagnosed is perfect on that one. Read his keys, made the play, and he couldn't even get going moving the football.
So third down now. They need the 27-yard line for a first. From the gun, Jones. He'll buy some time right. And, oh, he took that in one-handed. What a grab. Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a first down.
Really? Really? Did we just see that? That's a big catch. One-handed, I might add, to pick up a first down.
I was going to say on third down for the defense, it's one thing to give up a reception. You just got to shake your head on a one-handed catch to pick up the first. A tackle made by Caleb Chason.
So where'd all that running room that he had in the first half go? Because it looks like it's drying up a little bit here. Someone made some adjustments, it appears, at least on this drive.
Here's second and 9, just a yard on that last run. Operating from the gun, Jones. Hit as he throws there, incomplete.
Well, we always talk about how you've got to be quick when you go through your progressions, and here's another prime example. Trying to look downfield, he was standing in the pocket, but just couldn't find anyone open, could he?
No, not enough time. They hit him and forced that incompletion. Now play number 8 on this drive, and they need 9 yards to pick up the first on third. Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this third quarter. Now play number 8 on this drive, and they need 9 yards to pick up the first on third.
Here we go.
Off play action, Jones. He's got Jack Doyle, and he's out of bounds. Almost gets to the 10. A 14-yard gain for Indianapolis, and also moved the sticks.
11-yard line.
And as they come to the line, they will not be able to get off another play as time has run out on this third quarter. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Some good games going on in the early window. This might be the best of the bunch. On first down, Taylor, and he takes this one in for a Colts touchdown. Jonathan Taylor, his second touchdown of the game, his third on the year. And the Colts have taken the lead. And he puts it through.
Makes the score Colts 17, Jaguars 10. Rodrigo Blankenship.
So after the touchdown, here's Blankenship kicking off.
And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 25-yard line.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive.
And now they'll look to answer working from behind. And remember, this offense has sputtered yet to score here in the second half. They'll need to change that here.
Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8.
Defensively, we always know that he is tough in run support, and I think the way that he gets there is he understands what an offense is going to do before the ball's even snapped. A great job of scouting prior to the game, then reading, reacting, and taking the right path to the ball carrier.
From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And they're able to get this one across the 35. It's a first down on a gain of 10.
We'll definitely see some open running lanes, and he's taking advantage of it right now, but that shouldn't be a surprise. Defense has the lead. They're playing for the pass first.
Steps away to his left. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down.
That was an interesting look there because as soon as he got outside the pocket, I thought he was going to take off and run for yardage. But what often happens now with these quarterbacks who can move, defenses want to try and keep bodies in front of them, and I think that discouraged him from taking off and made him try a pass downfield that fell incomplete.
Line of scrimmage, again the 37 as they line up 2nd and 10. He's got the first down and more past midfield. And finally brought down at the 31-yard line. That'll go as a pickup of 32 on the catch and run.
Oftentimes now offenses aren't nearly as precise as days gone by. They just tell receivers, find an open patch of grass and let the quarterback find you. And that's exactly what they did on that play. First with the pass through the air, nice chunk of yardage there, and then additional pickup with his legs after the catch.
One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good. And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. They're tackling them almost on the spot. That means you have to run extra plays, harder to move it. Now whistles here, and I believe one of the Jaguar linemen might have moved. They were looking good on 2nd down, but now they're backed up 5 yards by the false start, and it's 2nd and 8. Now they'll run it on the toss. And he's going to get this pretty close to a first down at the Colts 23. It's a gain of 6, moves him to a manageable 3rd and 2 situation. What a luxury to have a guy like this who can not only spell your starter, but can come in and keep drives going. The Jaguars on 3rd down. They've converted just 2 for 6 thus far. This time they face a 3rd and 2. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And he is going to have a Jags first down. It's a gain of 6 that time on 3rd and 2. It goes as a gain of 6, and it's a first down.
And a Jaguar first down.
And again this time to the tailback. He will push his way down to about the 14. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8. That's a good play by the guys on the defensive side of the ball. Held him to a gain of 2. And that changes the playbook a little bit now for the guy calling plays. 2nd and 8. Now he's got to probably think about going to the air instead of maybe staying with the ground game. The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. That catch good for only a yard, and it'll be 3rd down.
3rd down.
Focusing on me, way from Tel Aviv. Barbados with the hustle, pockets LIDs. Distinctive destination.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And they'll get him down short of the 1st down, right on the 10-yard line. 4 yards on the pickup there, but it's going to take him to 4th down.
A gain of 4 yards. It's now 4th down.
4th quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a 1-score game. So it's Jaguar football here as we welcome you back. And they've got a 4th down now in a game that, to be honest, has been pretty much everything we could have asked for. This will be caught at about the 6.
And the Jags are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points.
They keep the game alive, at least for the moment, as it's a 1st down. And he'll give it here to his running back. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. They'll say no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd and goal.
Gain on the play leads to 2nd and goal at the 6-yard line.
Come up here with another shot from the 6-yard line, and it's 2nd and goal now. Now they try the right side here, and he's going to press this one forward as they stop him right around the 1. Now the Colts going to burn the 2nd of their timeouts. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play.
3rd and goal, and keep in mind, very possibly 4-down territory.
And yes, he's into the end zone, so they get the late score they needed, and now the extra point can tie this thing up in the final minute. A nice throw there by the 2nd-year quarterback.
And I don't believe that was the kind of play he would have made as a rookie, because usually your rookie season is a continuation of your college days. A lot of one read, and if you don't have it, you just take off and go. Now he's settled in the pocket a little bit more, reading the field and getting to his 2nd and sometimes 3rd progression. That was a nice play.
Josh Lambo to kick off for Jackson.
17-17 the score. All even to this point as the kick's away.
And beyond the 20, but not by much. In fact, just a yard pass there to the 21.
2-yard line.
The Indy offense at the line and set to go. They'd like to avoid overtime here, so maybe they can work the sidelines, but then defensively, how do they adjust to that if they do work the sideline?
It's the old leverage game, and we usually talk about leverage at the line of scrimmage, right? Who's going to win with the low blocking and everything that goes along with that. But in this case, you're trying as a defender to leverage them towards the middle of the field, not let them get to the sidelines and try and tackle them inbounds in order to run the clock out.
Chess match here late. Now the Colts will use their 3rd and final timeout as they'll stop it with 11 seconds remaining in the ball game. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down.
Let's go.
From the gun, Jones. And he will find Davis. That's complete. And he gets us to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another first down.
First and 10 at the 44-yard line.
Every eye in the stadium fixated on Rodrigo Blankenship.
So now with 6 seconds remaining, we get a timeout on the field.
Every eye in the stadium fixated on Rodrigo Blankenship.
This from Tom Dempsey range here. And off the crossbar, and it kicks back out. Needed maybe a foot or two, but it's no good as it stands. It's a little teaching moment here. Overtime rules. Remind us how this goes, partner.
Okay, so in the past, we had sudden death. First team to score wins, but no longer. Now, if the team receives the ball, scores a touchdown, they win the game. If they kick a field goal, though, or don't score, the other team gets a possession. And after both teams get a possession, then we're into sudden death. First team to score wins the game.
So we're right back where we started, all even as the kick's away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. They control their own destiny here. They have the football in overtime. Obviously, a touchdown would win it.
And I think teams around the league are still adjusting to the idea of going downfield, scoring a touchdown wins the game, because they were used to just going downfield and trying to get in field goal range to win a game. Still having to make that transition. Let's face it now, the ones who are doing it best know they need to go down, attack, put the ball in the end zone, and not leave it up to a field goal and give the other team a chance.
Yeah, as we said, they control their own destiny now. So not quite a first down just yet as they come up on second and less than a yard. Again, it's Taylor. 2 yards, good enough for a first.
Now that's the way to do it. Hand it to someone with vision and good footwork, and add a little bit of power, and you find a way to pick up first downs.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on first and 10. Now a first throw here in overtime. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's second down.
And that's one of those plays where it's hard to keep two eyes on the football when you know the contact's coming, let alone getting two hands around it, hugging it to your body, and absorbing the hit, even for those big tight ends who you would think could absorb that contact.
Line of scrimmage, again the 37 as they line up second and 10. Here's a pass swung out left to his running back. That helps the completion percentage, but not much else, and now it's third and 10.
That's a nice job defensively to make sure everyone was accounted for, because ordinarily you pick up the guys downfield, and sometimes you forget about the running back. In this case, they did not and dropped him for no gain.
Jones, off play action. Jaguar pressure and a Jaguar sack. A big call here in overtime. They're going for it on fourth down. And now the Jags going to signal for another timeout. They'll be left with just one remaining here at OT. So a big move here, playing to win in overtime. They're going to go for it on fourth down.
Mike 20, Mike 20. Keep it up, defense. Keep it up, guys.
Operating from the gun, Jones. And this is incomplete. The Colts unable to convert here on fourth down. And the Jags take over in terrific field position.
got it on the toss. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
Brings up 2nd and 12 at the Colts' 35-yard line.
First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12. And to give this time to the tailback. A pickup of about 3 yards as he's taken down at the 31.
Not a whole lot of room to maneuver there, and I think that's because everyone took care of their responsibilities, filled their gaps, held their place. No place for him to run.
They look good. Everything got funneled to the nose tackle. They swallowed him up. On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down. And the defense is going to let him think about it a little as they use their 2nd timeout here. So here we go. Maybe the biggest kick of the game forthcoming. He hit his first. Now this one from 48 yards away. And he got it. The kick is good in overtime. He's able to